Hello everyone, myself Chetan Mahavar and I am currently pursuing a Masters in Aerospace Structure Specialization and I am TA for AE 314, AE 77 Aircraft Structures Mechanical Lab and I will be conducting the experiment for shear center test. So, the aim of the experiment shear center test is to determine the shear center of given cross section beam mounted as cantilever, and the following objectives need to be achieved in this experiment are: first is the understanding the concept of shear center, second is to identify the shear center of the open C cross section thin walled beam, and third is to cross verify the theoretical calculated shear center with the experimentally obtained shear center value. So, then now let us understand what is the shear center. Shear center is a point on the plane of cross section through which load should pass so that no twist is produced in the section, and it is not necessary that shear center should lie on the cross section itself, but it is necessary to lie in the plane of cross section only. So, now what is the need to calculate shear center? Shear center is basically calculated to determine the line of application of force, so to avoid couple bending of beams. So, now as shear center can be calculated for solid as well as thin walled beams. So, let us consider some special cases for understanding the concept of shear center, but for locating the shear center position easily and by observation, it is advisable to locate the principal axis for the cross section initially, because it eliminates the case of unsymmetrical bending, and also it gives us intuition that shear center will lie on either of the axis or at the intersection of the axis, like in the cases as shown for the solid circular section and thin walled rectangular section. The shear center lies at the centroidal point because the cross section is symmetric. For the case of C section thin walled beam, the shear center will lie on the horizontal axis because the cross section is symmetric about the horizontal axis, but to calculate the actual position of the shear center, we can equate the moment due to the load about a point with the shear center flow about that same point. So, to obtain the location of the shear center point, and similarly for the case of angle section, the shear center will lie at the intersection of the two arms, which is very much obvious. Now, for this experiment we will be calculating the shear center for the C section thin walled beam as shown in this figure, for which the dimensions of this cross section will be provided to you, and the theoretical calculation of the shear center will be done with this formula, and then the experimental value will be calculated by the experiment. So, this is the experiment setup for shear center test, and the setup contains the cantilever beam with open cross section thin walled beam, which is a C section, and the different apparatus used for the experiment are: this is the left dial gauge, this is the right dial gauge, and we are using a external shaft attached to the beam for providing the support, and the load used here is 500 grams. So, now understanding the concept of basically what is the concept used here in the experiment is the load on the shaft should be applied in such a way so that the dial gauge reading should be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction if the load is applied at the point of application of shear center, because at that point there will be no twist if the dial gauges reading are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. The dial gauges reading at present shows some value in both left as well as the right dial gauge even in the absence of load. So we need to initially set the dial gauge reading to a 0 value because no load is applied. So now the dial gauge reading has been set to 0 value, right. So now on applying load at some location from the outer surface of the beam, which is 11 centimeters, we get the reading on the left dial gauge as 35 degrees, which is in clockwise direction, and in the right dial gauge as 25 degrees in the right dial gauge, anti-clockwise direction. So for the next iteration, we again need to bring the set the dial gauge to 0 degree. So now I applied load near to the beam section at a distance of 7 centimeters, and for that I get the dial gauge reading in the left dial gauge as 10 degrees approximately in the clockwise direction, and in the right dial gauge reading as minus 21 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. So similarly, we have to do number of trials to find the shear center location according to the concept which I told before. So now we will perform the experiment using the laser pen to calculate the shear center, and for that we have fixed the laser pen at the center of the C cross section thin walled beam. When no load is applied, the laser point is marked as the initial point on the graph paper, and so now as load is applied on the beam, we can see that the laser point has deviated from its initial position. So for calculating the shear center, we need to apply the load on such a place so that the laser point again comes to the initial position. So for different trial runs, we observe that at some location which is approximately 22 or 25, the laser point again comes to the initial point. So at this point we get the shear center of the beam cross section. So this is happening because if the load is not applied at the shear center point, the laser point is deviated on either side of the initial point. So at this point the beam undergoes bending as well as twisting. But now if the load is applied at the shear center location, the laser point comes to the initial point itself, and at this condition the beam undergoes only bending, it does not undergoes twisting. As observation will be basically the load applied and the distance of the load application from the outer surface of the beam, the height of the cross section and the width, various width and thickness of the cross section, and the readings for the dial gauges and the least count of the dial gauge will all be shared with you. So your task will be to calculate the theoretical shear center value and then determine the shear center for experimental and laser beam method, and then plot the graph for observations obtained by experimental method, and then calculate the error corresponding to theoretical value and experimental value, and comments on the error for the percentage error calculated, and then answer the given questions in the lab manual of shear center test. Thank you.